my name is Reinhild Niebuhr. I'm the founder of the Young Africa Vision. Welcome to this episode of Young Africa Today. In today's episode, I'm going to continue my interview with Devid Thomas, the young transport finance graduate from Dar es Salaam in Tanzania. Now, again, this interview or this episode took an unexpected turn. Instead of interviewing Devid, I suddenly made him an offer. Watch this episode to see how it unfolds. Welcome back to Young Africa Today, Devid. I'm really happy that you could make it again. And I felt so bad last week when you clearly ran out of either battery power or airtime. But I have worked with so many unemployed youth that I really understand that these things happen. Even for me, they happen. So thank you for having the courage of coming back on the show.
Thank you so much, Ms. Reinhild. I want to thank to my God for things that He have done to me. I also thanks to you for giving me another chance to discussing on your platform. Thank you so much. God bless you.
I've really been looking forward to talking to you again, because the last question I was asking you was about, you were talking about you and your fellow students who can't find work, and that some of them were starting to look at some business ideas. So I thought, let me start by asking you, what kinds of business ideas do you have, or do your friends have, that you know about? What kind of business ideas does everyone have?
The kind of business idea that my fellow are just trying to do here at Dar es Salaam. There is kind of business like cooking chips. That is a delicious food for most of people who live in there. Another kind of business that most of we young people we just trying to do it. It is a business of supplying some mobile phone accessory. Another business, it's all about the business of cosmetics and hair salon for women.
Okay, cosmetics and hair salon. Okay, excellent, very good.
Cosmetics and hair salon for women.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the kind of business most of young women here in Dar es Salaam are just trying to make it. Another one, it's all about aid supply and distribution.
Okay, that sounds very interesting. Now, I've been thinking about you, Devid, this week, and I was thinking that I am very experienced in teaching young people how to become entrepreneurs, how to develop leadership skills, and how to develop entrepreneurship skills. And I've established an organization called the Academy for a Young Africa. And I am about to launch a training program called the Leadership and Entrepreneurship Programme, which is aimed at unemployed youth across Africa, to help young people to first develop their leadership skills, their self-confidence skills, just understand what it takes to be a businessman or a businesswoman, and then to help understand how to build a business. And so I was wondering, since you don't have a job at this point in time, if you would be interested in meeting me online like this every Friday. so that I can mentor you personally as you go through my program and as you build your own business. Would you like that?
Yeah, I would like that.
Because, you know, I first have to tell you that I'm someone who believes in God. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus Christ. And everything that I teach, I learn from the Bible. I also learned from other, you know, I've also learned from other people. I've also learned from a lot of books that I've been reading. But my teaching is always firstly about encouraging everyone to develop a relationship with God through Jesus Christ. So that is one of the things that I just want you to understand, that as I work with you, I will always be talking about these things.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay, so the first thing that I want to say, and I want to say this to all the viewers that are seeing this program now today, is that in the Bible there is a lot of wisdom about business. A lot of wisdom about business. And one of the key things that the Bible teaches us is that each of us must always look at least for three, we must build at least three opportunities to make money. So even if you get a job somewhere, you must see that it's just one opportunity. You must still work to develop the other two, because you never know which of them will fall away. You know, people lose their job and then it's a lot of stress. But if you have a job and you build two more income opportunities on the side, you don't have that much stress and you grow the wealth of your family faster. And so generally in the time of the Bible, people were not working for anyone else. They were working for themselves. So I believe that God's plan is for each one of us to work together with our family and build businesses in our family. That is what we learn from the Bible. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. That is wonderful.
So what I want to say to you is I want to help you to develop three income opportunities. We will start with a very simple one first, one that you can do from tomorrow. And we have to think about it. We have to think about it. But let's say from Monday that you have this weekend to think about it. I will send you an ebook. I will send you on your cell phone, I will send you an ebook which has 18 ideas for things that any young person can start doing almost immediately, with most of the time no money. Some of the time you need a bit of money, but not much. So then you will choose one of those things to start doing next week so that you can start making money next week. Now,
Thank you.
now, before we do that, I first want to find out from you. You were saying that you are volunteering as a tutor. How many days a week are you doing that?
Yeah, I used to teach them every day. Yeah.
From which time to which time?
I used to teach them at 11 up to 12 p.m.
Because I think it's important that you continue teaching them. So you must find something to do that you can make money without leaving the teaching.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, that's good to know. So the other thing I wanted to know is, tell me about your family. Tell me, whom are you living with?
I live with two parents, my mother and my father.
Okay.
But I also have young brother and young sister. I have two young brothers and two young sisters.
Okay, wonderful. Are you the oldest?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one.
Okay, very nice. Okay, so are your parents working, or do they have a business?
They're just peasant.
So what do they do how do you live? What does your family do to make money to live?
For sure, they just trying to do small business. It's just a small business.
Are they selling things?
They're just selling things.
Okay. Are they selling food?
My mother is just selling food at a restaurant.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I think you are very lucky. You are very fortunate that you have a mother and a father. Most of the youth I work with don't have a father. Many don't even have a mother. So already you are very fortunate, and also that they have encouraged you to study and helped you to make it through your studies. That's fantastic. So I think after this interview, you must go and give each one a big hug from me.
Okay, thank you.
To say thank you that they've been such good parents for you. Okay. One day I will ask you to ask them to come for an interview. They must also be on the show one day. Not yet. When we have a reason to celebrate. One day when we have a reason to celebrate. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you the process of what we are going to do. The first thing is I'm going to help you make a way and encourage you to find a way to make money next week. It will be I don't know yet what it will be. You will read through the ebook and then you will decide what is it that you want to do. And secondly, I know that you studied transport finance. So I have an opportunity for you and an opportunity for your fellow students to build your own businesses, in the transport sector. I won't talk about it more. You must be curious. I'll tell you next week.
Okay, thank you so much.
But you don't need any money except your cell phone. So I'm going to help you build that business. And then I also have another opportunity that you can think about. And that is that for the Leadership and Entrepreneurship Programme, which I want you to register and go through. But you will have to pay for your own student fees. Don't worry, because I won't ask you to pay until you make enough money to pay.
Okay, thank you so much.
But I want to prove that you can make money so that you can pay for your own Leadership and Entrepreneurship Programme. Because that is the business model that I have developed for the Academy for a Young Africa. And then I want you to think about the Academy for a Young Africa is looking for people who want to start what I call a satellite campus. A satellite campus, so that it can teach the Leadership and Entrepreneurship Programme. But it's not really about teaching, because the teaching all happens on the cell phone. But once a week, students have to meet in a study group. And for that, they need a place. That still doesn't matter because they can meet at their houses. They don't need a special place to meet for the study group. But once a month, one needs a hall. We need a hall, either like a church building. We need maybe a church building where once a month the students can come together, the different study groups can come together. Because then we have somebody who needs to be the program manager, who has to do an evaluation, an assessment of the students, so that they can give feedback from their study work that they've done during that month. What I'm saying is that there's an opportunity that maybe if you are interested, you could also become involved in becoming a facilitator for the Leadership and Entrepreneurship Programme. And you would need 4 other people to work with you. So you would be able to create 4 jobs. So five people would work together. So you could maybe find 4 of your fellow students that don't have work to work with you. Or you can find other people. But it's good if they are graduates, because you know they have a good background. And then you have to find a church building that is big enough for at least 50 people sitting apart. Are you a member of a church at all?
Yeah, I'm a member of the Church of Tanzania Assemblies of God.
Okay. How big is the building?
Yeah, the building is too large.
It's big. Okay, good. That's good. Do you know the pastor?
Yeah, I know him.
Could you talk to your pastor and ask him if you could use the building during the week for student meetings?
I will try to talk with him, because I know there is a timetable already of the church so as to use the building. So I will just trying to talk with the secretary so as to tell me about that issue, if I could get the building or not.
Okay, and you can also say to them that if you do use the building, there will be money to pay the church some money. Say to them that you are working with an academy, with a training college from South Africa. And we want to start teaching and training students in Dar es Salaam.
Okay.
And we are looking for a place where these students can meet for their assessments. And if we use the building, then the academy will also pay for the use of the building. I won't have time now to explain everything, but if you can find out for me, so that next week Friday you can tell me what are they saying, is the building available, which days can we use it, and then we can talk about the money issues next week. Okay. Okay, so also in the meantime, I'm going to ask you to find 11 unemployed youth that will study with you.
Okay.
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 So I'm going to send you the ebook. I'm going to send you the ebook so that you can start looking at the ways of making money, and choose one and try it next week.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, and then on Friday we will meet again. So if we can meet again, we'll do another show on Friday, because I was just thinking, you know what, I might as well work with one student in Africa personally.
Okay.
And it will be you.
Thank you
If
so
you
much.
agree. If you agree.
Yeah.
And everybody else will be only online. I will not have time for anyone else, but my vision is to build study groups all across Africa, to build satellite campuses in churches all across Africa. And in that way, we can reach 200 million young people. That's the
That is
plan.
good.
And we will teach each one to become a business person, a businessman or a businesswoman. Each one. And each one will learn to make 3 sources of income. Each source of income must be making at least $300, because in total, well, it must be about 330. In total, the 3 sources of income must create an income of $1,000 a month. That is the aim. That is the aim. Because I think that everyone needs $1,000 a month to build a decent life. Does it make sense to you?
Yeah, it is good. It is good.
On how much money do you live a month now? How many shilling do you need every week now? How much do you spend on airtime and data? How much do you spend on airtime and data a week?
It is almost Tanzania shillings 100.
100. Okay, okay, okay. All right. And how much food does one need? How much is the cost of food in a week for one person in Tanzania?
It is almost 3 up to 5,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need about 5,000 shilling.
Yeah.
Okay, but you say data you only use 100 shilling.
Yeah.
Wow, so your data is cheap.
Yeah, it is cheap because as you know that we have different network here in Tanzania.
Yes.
Yeah, there is Halotel, Vodacom, I think you know it.
Yes.
Airtel, Zantel. So for myself, I use Halotel, which is very cheap here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can have airtime of maybe 1 GB.
Yes.
For 1 week. For
Okay.
Tanzania shillings 100.
Okay.
1,000.
Oh, 1,000. 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 5,000 for food, 1,000 for 1 GB. And then for transport, how much money do you need a week for transport?
For transport, maybe traveling from where to where?
Well, sort of your average, average every week.
For average, it is almost maybe 3,000.
Okay, okay. So now we are at 9,000. Am I right? 5 plus 3 plus 1 is 9,000. Okay, okay. And electricity, how much do you spend, or you don't have electricity at the house?
Electricity at home, it is we just put electricity of it is 10,000 for a month, but it depends with the use of supply of that electricity.
Okay, okay. Okay, well, that already gives me a very good idea of the living costs, And do you have free medical help at the government clinic? Do you get medical, if you are sick, do you go to the clinic, or what do you do?
Yeah, I have a membership card for NHIF. Yeah, so we just use it as a membership card for insurance.
Okay, so is it a government card?
Yeah, it charges it because when you going to register it, they just charge Tanzania shillings 54,000.
Okay. Very nice. One last question. Do you have a library close to where you live?
It is not close to me, but it is so far where I can go there maybe by traveling.
Okay. How much time will it take you to travel there?
It is almost 2 hours.
2 hours, okay. And how much will it cost you to travel there?
The cost to travel there, because we're just using different buses, but it is too small cost. It is too small cost because we just they just charge us to travel from one station to another station. It is 400 shillings, 400 Tanzania shillings. So there is two stations until you reach there at library.
Okay.
So 400 shillings from station 1.
Yeah.
Then 400 shillings from another station.
Yeah.
Then it is almost 1,200 shillings.
For one direction and then back as well. So it's 2,400. Okay. Now that is very helpful. Well, David, I'm very excited that you are willing to work with me, to learn with me. I will send you the ebook with the ways of making money, and I will also just remind you to talk to your church secretary about seeing if that hall is available for meetings for students. Okay. The last thing I want to say is the Leadership and Entrepreneurship Programme of the Academy for Young Africa is going to cost just under $10, $9.99 US dollars a month. $10 a month. I didn't look up to see how many dollars is a shilling now, so I don't know. But do you often use dollars to pay for things, or never? Do you ever think about dollars, or don't you ever think about dollars?
For sure, I used to learn it from my module at university, but I had never tried to use it.
Okay, that's what I made the course. I thought we must make the course affordable. It must be possible for any young person to pay it, to make the money and pay it. So thank you very much. It's really lovely to see you, and thank you for taking on the challenge. Thank you. See you next week.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, bye. Wow, I am so excited about starting a reality TV show right here on Young Africa Today. David has agreed that I can mentor him personally online over the next period, for however long it takes, to help him develop his leadership and entrepreneurship skills so that he can become a business person, a business owner, and build a beautiful life. I am really looking forward to doing this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.